Laid to rest, friends, family, and the community paid their final respects to Officer Kurt Griss today at a memorial service. You may recall he was killed last week along I-80 in Fairfield. Griss had pulled over a driver and was on the side of the road. Fox 40's Doug Johnson joining us now live from the father's house in Vacaville with more on how the fallen officer is being remembered. Doug.
Nikki, just a few stragglers out here right now, but during the services, there were thousands of people inside, and many friends and family of Officer Griss say he won't soon be forgotten. With hundreds of officers saluting, fallen CHP officer Kurt Griss was brought into his memorial service with full honors. State police from 13 different states attended, some coming as far away as North Carolina, and even some from Mexico. Exactly 1 week ago, Officer Griss and the man he was pulling over both lost their lives on I-80 in Fairfield. The pain of his loss still lingering in the voices of many of his friends and colleagues at the CHP.
Kirk was my friend, and he will never be forgotten. Love you, brother.
Call me biased, but my dad was one of the greatest men to walk on this earth.
His eldest daughter, Katie, spoke about how her father inspired her to also become a police officer.
I'm sorry, Dad, that I won't be wearing those nice hands that you had, but I'll be in classic blue, protecting and serving the same streets that you rode on.
Griss served as a Marine, enlisting at 18 in 1990. While stationed at Mare Island in Vallejo, he met his wife, Carrie, the two getting married in 1992 and settling down in Napa. But it wasn't until 1999 that he joined the CHP.
I remember being 7 years old, sitting on my living room floor, when my mom was shouting in the phone that my dad was going to the CHP Academy.
He first served in Oakland, earning the nickname Mr. Hollywood because of his frosted blonde tips.
My first thought was, well, who is this bright-eyed, bleach blonde porcupine?
Griss was then assigned to the East Bay before spending the next 16 years of his life in the Solano area motor squad. He fast became a favorite among his colleagues.
I was one of those guys that when I was heading into work, if I saw his bike parked out there, I was actually excited to get to work.
Those memories all now part of the legacy that Griss leaves behind. And the biggest message that Officer Griss's family wants to get out there is for drivers to be paying attention when they're on the road. Of course, the DA here in Solano County just charged the driver who hit Officer Griss and the man he was pulling over for distracted driving. So again, the family really wants to get the message out there for drivers to get off their cell phones and to pay attention to the road. Reporting live in Vacaville tonight, Doug Johnson, Fox 40 News.
Doug, thanks so much. And this is the man authorities say caused the deadly crash, Sean Walker from Rockland. According to investigators, Walker may have been distracted by his phone while he was driving. He now faces 2 charges of vehicular manslaughter.